Caleb, Samantha.
Yes, hello, Cordell.
So I got a very menacing phone call this past week in response to our last episode.
What?
From the AIC. They were calling me because we made things akin to terroristic threats, they said.
Oh no.
To which I said, "You're not the people that normally call me when I make terroristic threats." And they said, "Yeah, well, you threatened to do a reverse 9/11, so the reverse CIA had to call you."
Okay.
I thought you were referring to the agricultural insurance company of India, which is the first result when I Googled AIC.
So they have called me before too, but not in regards to my terroristic threats.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah. It's a mirror dimension shit. Gotcha.
Yeah, they were like, "Well, the CIA normally calls you. You're right, but like you did threaten a reverse 9/11, so we had to get the mirror CIA in there."
Welcome
I guess
to
it's Junk House.
Yeah.
I liked that for a little bit there, you both were like, "What happened, Cordell? Why did you bring this up?" Like, you both looked very genuinely concerned. And I was just doing a stupid bit.
See, here, my thought was not like, "Oh no, is this Cordell really in trouble?" My thought was, "What the fuck is the AIC?" That's what I was sitting here like, "What is this? What AIC means nothing to me. What is?"
Well, even before that, both of us did have a like, "Oh no!" Like,
yeah.
What call is this gonna be?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. If the loan sharks were already coming to collect, I would have told you via text.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Perfect.
Good
to know.
Had two very weird experiences over the past weekend, and I wanted to talk about them on the show.
Okay.
One of them has to do with One Piece, and the other one has to do with going out to eat. So you guys pick which one you want to hear first, and I'll talk about it.
Well, quick sidebar, Samantha, come here.
Yeah.
So, are we thinking we want the One Piece option or the like weird food experience option, you know?
I'm thinking probably the food, because then we do the One Piece and maybe we talk more about One Piece after the story.
Well, what if we end up having a lot to talk about after the food story?
Then that's fine.
Okay,
we'll just use up the other time for One Piece. That's fine.
We'll just circle back around to the One Piece question afterward.
Yeah. And One Piece is a big deal. We'll probably talk about it in another episode too if we gotta.
That's true. I'm a big food fan, so I feel like I might have a lot to say.
Am I good
food
to
is
come
great.
back now?
I'm eating like a couple times a day, every day. You know? Some people say I got a problem.
Almost 3 times.
Am I good to come back?
Oh no, we'll go back.
Yeah, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Also, like, do you see how nice Caleb looks today?
He looks pretty hot.
He looks pretty smoking hot.
Are you guys commenting on my?
I'm kind of rocking a semi
my
about
appearances.
No, we would never.
Cordell, do you have a semi right now?
You can see it from over there?
Listen, my semis are impressive.
Cordell's hog is huge. Even the semi looks like a hard-on.
Well, I do have a condition where my semi is bigger than my fully torqued.
Oh.
It's a bell curve effect. I return to small.
Here, let's go back to Caleb and see what we're talking about.
Cordell, why is your penis getting smaller?
Well, fun fact, I'm getting more turned on.
Whoa!
I'm more aroused.
It's the bell curve.
So which one would you like to hear first?
We're thinking food chef.
So,
yeah.
Olivia on Saturday said, "Let's go on a date." And I said, "Yeah, let's go somewhere to eat where we haven't been before." And so we were trying to go to a new restaurant, and we like Googled it, and we were like, let's look for a new Asian bistro. Like, let's look for that kind of thing where we can get like ramen or fried rice or something like that. And there's like multiple options. So we found one. It's not too far from our house, and we were like, "Yeah, let's go get Asian food." We're so excited because this is like the kind of place where it's just kind of like they say it's just Asian food, but they don't include like Indian food, even though India is part of Asia. We all it's like Japanese and
Yeah.
Chinese.
I think it's
Very
because the
select.
palate is notably different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now imagine our honest dismay and shock when we walk into this place that is marketed as not sponsored, but Red Bull Asian Bistro. And we are sat down at our table and given chips and salsa.
Wait,
And we
Huh?
are given 2 menus. One of them saying Red Bull Asian Bistro, the other one saying Cancun Mexican Family Restaurant. And we have hit a 2-in-1 Mexican food and Asian bistro.
Huh?
Imagine when I got General Tso's chicken and my wife got street tacos. And I'm still not over it. My wife got a margarita. I got unsweet tea with my General Tso's chicken, fried rice, hot and sour soup, and an egg roll for a reasonable price too. It's not
that's
like
good.
overpriced, a reasonable price. It was
That's a
like
reasonable price.
like-
And you're upset?
no, I'm not upset
Just
at all.
mystified.
I'm
Befuddled.
mystified. I don't
okay.
understand because when my wife was like, she used to do DoorDash, and so she would be like, yeah, when I would come here to pick up food, it was just Red Bull. It was not Red Bull and Cancun.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh my God.
My one complaint is that if you're gonna go to a combination Asian fusion Mexican restaurant,
Yeah. I want General Tso nachos, right?
well, here's what I'm saying.
That would slap.
That would
my
actually,
God.
that'd be incredible.
Thank
yeah,
you.
You're
Holy
you're
shit.
so right.
You're
But
cooking. Okay.
there is chips and salsa. But you need to cross the aisle and have like another bowl and another scooping food with something Asian, like wontons and like some kind of broth or soup.
Cordell, I'm ahead of you.
Oh, baby.
As part of my meal last night, I left this out at first, but I'll mention it now. It did come with a crab rangoon, which is just incredible.
Oh yeah.
But it was one of those crab rangoons where there was extra like wonton paper on the outside. So I was like, I'm just gonna eat the crab part in the middle, and I'm gonna have that wonton part. Dipped it in the motherfucking salsa.
Yeah, you did.
The true
And I'm
gamer
here
move.
to tell you that was transformational. That was superb.
That was divine.
You ever tried refried beans with fried rice? I have, and you know what? It's awesome.
The craziest thing I've done in it with rice is got rice and baked beans and put on a burger.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I guess it wasn't that crazy. I don't know why I said it was like the craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I definitely snorted rice one time, but that's different.
What?
Oh yeah.
That's a lie. I didn't do that. I was trying to be funny.
Me neither. I've never done that. Fuck.
But yeah, I just want to say that next time either of you come to Tuscaloosa, we are going.
We have to
the combination. Now, here's the thing. It is also I made a joke about it last night that you can tell we're in the South, that this could be an awesome fusion restaurant, but absolutely not. Like
They're
it is
separate.
just 2 separate menus completely.
Yeah.
And neither the twain shall meet.
Here's what I will say. If we end up back in Tuscaloosa as a group again, I also want to go back to that place we ate when we all came in for your wedding. That Asian restaurant.
That was so good.
It was so good. I would want to revisit that and the card shop down the way, and then for another meal go to the combination restaurant.
See, here is the thing: is that Chinese restaurant we went to before my wedding which I've already named one restaurant. I'm not giving free shout outs to 2 different places.
Yeah, we're a pretty
Has-
lucrative advertising space.
Yeah, we really are. Has incredible lunch deals. So we can go there for lunch, hard shop, hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then go to Red Bull / Cancun. And the margaritas there, very strong and pretty cheap.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing though. I
Mhm.
do at some point want the experience of just getting sloshed with both of you. So like,
Yeah.
we're
me
gonna
too.
need to bring a DD.
We
Yeah.
can do that. Olivia can be DD. Emily can be DD. We can have 2 DDs
Yeah.
just in case.
We'll have to get a third one so we can have DDD.
DDD, triple D's.
DDD.
Queen DDD.
Yeah, plus like I think the frustration of being the sober one with drunk friends decreases the more sober people are around you. Like
Yeah.
Like when it was
Yeah.
Caleb's 21st birthday and it was just me as the DD with 3 drunk people in the car, not a great time. But
Yeah.
if I had 2 other sober people with me, that'd be perfect.
That would
Exactly.
be incredible.
That, and imagine if somehow the 3 of us all got together in one room. We all brought our recording stuff and just got extremely drunk and did a all together drunk house episode.
Drunk house?
Drunk. I think
Perfect.
that would be really fun. And also that same night we do a commentary track for a movie while drunk.
Oh.
Absolutely. Are
Oh,
you kidding
yeah.
me?
But I had a small, you had an amazing fusion. I had a tiny sad departure.
Oh, okay.
Recently, the Taco Bell KFC deleted KFC. It's just Taco Bell now.
No. Are they both still owned by the same guy?
That's better.
It is better, but it's also sad. Rest in peace.
Yeah, end of an era. Like I grew up in the right kind of like white trash places that had a lot of those Taco Bell KFC fusions.
Yeah.
Have I ever told y'all about the time? This was like when I lived by myself. I got extremely drunk one night and had all this beforehand, so it wasn't like I went drunk driving to get this. But I had
Yeah.
gotten McDonald's and knew that I was going to eat that because drunk McDonald's, best McDonald's, and had a frozen pizza just in the freezer because I usually keep one on hand just in case. And in my drunkenness, decided I'm gonna take the McDonald's and throw away the bun and chop up the burger and the McChicken and put that on a frozen cheese pizza and put a little more cheese on top, and then take some of the fries and put that on top of the other cheese.
That is
It's a McGangbang pizza, and it is one of the best things I've ever made that I will never do again.
yeah. I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Caleb, did you eat any of this McGangbang pizza sober?
I did. I ate most of it very drunk, and then the next day there was like a piece left, and I ate it sober, and I was like, "How did I do this?
Yeah.
This is
Why did
this
I
is
do
like
this?
it was like Doctor. I've never read Frankenstein, but I assume it's like a point where Dr. Frankenstein looked upon Frankenstein and said, "My boy, look how they massacred my boy," and questioned
Yeah.
whether he was good for doing this.
Yeah, that was essentially the whole plot of Frankenstein. Was he got really drunk, made a Frankenstein, and then was like, "Oh no, my boy."
Oh shit, Frank! Oh man, there's a big monster now.
Ah,
Fuck.
shit. My boy. My boy.
My boy.
My boy. What I love about Frankenstein is that dude just such a terrible guy. Like, Like,
are you talking about the doctor or the monster?
The doctor. The monster's a G. Like, and that's the whole point of Frankenstein. I know I'm not original for saying this, but like this guy just like spends so much time grave robbing and building a person and animates him. And then immediately is like, what have I done? I could not have predicted it would be this horrifying to look upon dead bodies cobbled together and brought back to life. Oh, what have I done? Woe is me. Like,
I can't hold all these limes.
Like, it's exactly like in Oppenheimer. When Oppenheimer's like, what? The nuclear weapon of mass destruction I made was used to do mass destruction? I'll never recover from this.
Yeah. Then he goes hunting after the monster. Then Oppenheimer hunts after the bomb.
Yeah, Oppenheimer goes hunting after the bomb, and the bomb's like, make me a hot lady bomb with boobs. Put tits on a bomb.
And then he did it. He had to.
He had to, and that's how it happened.
Oh no. Oh my god.
You could cut that one out if you need to.
I think we should. No, what's funnier? Just bleep what he said. Just bleep it and just leave this in.
We'll have the whole, not even a bleep. It'll just be complete silence.
No, just have me go, and that's how bleep
happened. Yeah. Oh my god. And we'll leave this part in too.
Oh yeah. The fun thing about any podcast I've ever done is anytime someone goes, oh yeah, we'll remove that. It's never removed.
It's never removed.
The funny
it is always
thing
in
is
there.
that when we did Just Super, you were the editor. You could have edited any of that out. You could have done that. And you just left it all in. You're not allowed to complain about it at this point.
It is not a complaint. It is my favorite behind the scenes bit, which is someone's always like, oh, we'll fix it in post, or oh, we'll cut that out. And no one ever, Sammy and I are both against cutting things out because we said we would.
Yeah. It just makes it funnier.
It is more hilarious that we talk about removing something or fixing it and nothing changes.
Yeah. It's like making the audio bad on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's every time.
I want to hear the One Piece story, or are we kind of beyond that at this point?
I could do One Piece. I want to bring up a small interlude first.
Yeah, of course.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, you are both familiar with Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Yeah,
yes.
I love The Shining.
A good movie.
So some YouTube chotch put out an analysis video. And I've only seen a 20-second clip. But it's the part where Shelley Duvall's character is looking, the classic blood from the elevator scene, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it cuts from her staring in horror to the elevator and back and forth as all this happens, right?
Yeah.
This person in this 20-second clip is like, oh, because he's British, so I'm gonna be really awful about it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, oh, like I hate this moment when I can't do that. He's like, I hate the moment when Shelley Duvall's like looking in horror and it cuts to the blood. Like, it makes you wonder. It's like, is this real? Is this in her head? What they should have done instead is have her walk up to the elevator and the door opens and blood spills all over her. I think Ready Player One got it right.
What?
Sentences that have never been said before.
and so people have been clowning on this guy for a day now.
Rightly so.
I just want to say, I like critiquing film. Not even at my most drunk confident would I fucking try to critique Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking Kubrick. And I mean, he's made mistakes. He's not perfect, but I'm not. Yeah, well, one thing is I'm not going to publicly be criticizing him.
the moment you critique Kubrick, even in private, his ghost comes back and starts punching you in the dick.
Yep.
Like, that's just what happens.
And it's really sucked because that's one of the ghosts Caleb has at their house.
For real. Just sitting in the guest room, and he's sitting there like, I dare you to say anything about 2000. I don't know what he sounds like. I dare you to say anything.
Yeah, he sounds just like Hannibal Lecter.
About 2001, A Space Odyssey. I dare you. And then as soon as I said, well, the opening was kind of, and I just feel like a punch to the gonads. Yeah. And I have to stop.
But and he has ghost teleportation, so like
he does.
Anybody.
He ghost ports.
Yeah.
But like that, so people have been clowning on this clip and making the correct response of like, this is the problem with our modern era of film analysis, where people will like directly state the intent and goal of a decision and then be like, but they were wrong. And it's like their alternative is worse. It's like, yeah, this shot like creates a lot of confusion and ambiguity in the viewers because they don't know if she's hallucinating or experiencing it. They should just make her experience it.
For real.
My favorite response to this is it's screenshots of a comment thread. And someone said, well, there's no need to pretend that Kubrick got everything the way he wanted. He too had to work with the limits he had back then. If he were living today, he would be making different creative choices. And someone was like, if he wanted to get Shelley Duvall covered in blood, he could have. Like, it would have been very doable with practical effects. So the guy was like, sounds badass, but not really true. And so someone responded with a GIF from Carrie. You're like, yeah, you're right. No one's ever done something like that before. And this person's response looks like a B movie, not Shining. So this person called Carrie a B movie.
Oh my God.
And they're a movie YouTuber?
Well, no, this was a random commenter.
Oh, that was a random. Okay.
I still have to assume that this random commenter is British because the only people I've met who are that bold are British people.
Oh
They're that bold about being that stupid. Anyway.
J.K.
It
Rowling.
is.
Yeah.
It is just incredible. Like the amount of confident wrongness there is. It's beautiful.
Bro.
Makes me think like, is there anything I'm confidently wrong about? And then I remember I'm not.
Yeah. I hate in Mad Max how everything in the colored version is orange. It's like, what the fuck is the point of it being orange and sandy? It's not like they're in a fucking desert. What's the point?
So I watched Inception and it was really good up until the end where his little top is just spinning and it wobbles a little bit, but it doesn't keep spinning or fall down. You don't really know what happens. Like if you could have just let it go a little longer so we see it fall down, then I know he was awake.
I was watching The Dark Knight, and I really wish that the Joker was doing more evil things because he does some evil things, but the whole movie he doesn't do any really. He just says a lot of. He's like, we live in this society, and I'm like a dog. I'm chasing a car, but why doesn't he actually chase the car? Because that would make me understand it more.
That's what I'm saying. He's just funny.
I was watching.
Uh-huh.
I like this bit, so I'm gonna keep.
I was watching Gone with the Wind, and where's the wind? The whole movie.
Go?
Where's the wind? The whole movie. Whole movie, no wind.
I was watching Titanic, and at the end, the ship sank. A ship that big wouldn't sink. Why did they make that decision?
I was watching.
Made it sink.
I was watching Fight Club, and in the end, they're like, "Oh, hey, that guy's not real. He was his imagination." And like, why didn't other people say, "Hey, man, you're talking to yourself" earlier in the movie, so I could have had a hint that it was his imagination?
Now, Cordell, the actual version of that is, I was watching Fight Club, and I'm really glad that there's such a good movie that's celebrating masculinity in its true form and how we really should be. I'm gonna go punch my best friend.
Yeah, or like I was watching Wolf of Wall Street, and the part where like things started going bad for him just felt unrealistic.
Yeah. I couldn't relate.
Why is Barbie so anti-man? Anyway.
Which is hilarious because it's basically
Nah.
Ken's movie.
Yeah. I'm just Ken. Anywhere else.
I'd be a 10. Anyway,
That bit will probably make a return, let's be honest. That was fun.
I like that.
and that
I like that a lot.
when I went to purchase the One Piece books, I went to a local.
You bought the
place.
One Piece?
I did. I bought the One Piece. I am now the king of the pirates.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
You did it.
I did it.
Yeah, the series
bought,
ends with
like-
the author being like, Caleb is the pirate king.
Eat your heart out,
Yeah.
Luffy.
I went to a thrift bookstore because buying books secondhand is preferable. And I
Yeah.
knew that they had them because I'd seen them there on the shelves every time I went prior to this. So I went and I bought like 1, 2, 3 as a compilation and 4, 5, 6 as a compilation. Easy
Yeah.
done. When I went to check out, the lady that was checking me out at like getting the books rung up and everything, first of all, made me very uncomfortable.
Oh.
Because what happened was she pointed at Captain Buggy on the cover of one of the books and said, "Oh, if you're getting into One Piece, I have some trauma with that one." And I just said, "Oh, okay," and tried to move on. And she said, "You know how he has the chop fruit power where he can slice himself up into 1,000,000 pieces and still use all those pieces? Well, the author confirmed he uses all the pieces, if you know what I mean."
Hi, stranger. I want you to think about this manga character's penis.
I want you to think about Buggy the Clown Pirate's penis.
I want you to
Disembodied.
I want you to realize that when Buggy the Clown Pirate is all cut up into different pieces and flying around and doing stuff, his dick and balls are doing that too.
Dick and
They're
balls
out
everywhere.
there flying around. He's doing dick and
And they
balls
can be
stuff.
separated from each
So
other
this
too.
I want
This
you to
is-
think
and
about the fact that because he can like make them float, or do they just crawl around?
Yeah, they can kind of fly around and
He
do
can
the
control
thing.
them.
So he can fuck his own butt.
I was
if he
just about
wants
to say that he could give himself a blowjob. He could get it up the butt. Like he's got it
Well,
all.
yeah.
The blowjob part, it just depends on if Buggy sees it, if it's like sees it as him getting a blowjob or if him giving a blowjob. You know, like that's
Well,
it really
Yeah.
depends on how
So-
you view it.
Samantha, if you could give yourself a blowjob, it would be both at the same time.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Oh.
I read something on Reddit once that one guy said that it just kind of felt like sucking a dick more than getting your dick sucked. And you know, Reddit is like the end all be all of all knowledge in all of the universe. So
That's fair, but I think this Reddit guy is correct.
yeah.
But I just wanted to say this is my plea to service workers everywhere, because I've worked stores, I've worked restaurants, service workers, but don't make me think of a clown pirate's penis when I'm just trying to buy a damn book. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't want to think about it.
I want that to happen in more service industry things. It's like, yeah, welcome to the movie theater. Oh, hi, yeah, let me take your ticket. Oh, you're gonna go see that movie? Think about it. All those actors, their penises are in their pants the whole time. Just think about
but see,
that.
Here's the thing. No. Here's my pitch. Okay, Cordell, I want you to be pretending you're handing me a ticket. I'll be the This isn't that bit. Anyway.
Yeah, hi, I'd like to see
yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that's funny. Have you ever thought about a clown penis before?
Yeah, several times. Thank you.
No, you have to go. You have to go further than that. It's. Oh, have you ever thought about Buggy the clown pirate and how he has a disembodied penis and balls? Enjoy your movie.
Yeah, here, Cordell. Here, Sammy, do you want me to be the customer and you can be the ticket taker?
Sure.
Now?
I mean,
Okay, yeah. Go. All right, cool. Hi, I'm here to see Saw 10.
Oh, great movie, great movie. Have you ever heard of One Piece and that one clown that can send his penis anywhere he wants it?
Wow, I have not thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
He can fuck his own butt.
Oh.
Enjoy your movie.
Okay, now Sammy, you give me a ticket and I'll be the ticket.
Okay.
You have to take it further.
I'm going to take it further. Have you met me?
Hey, can I get one ticket to Minions?
Oh, yeah. Hi, here's your ticket. Have you ever considered the fact that Buggy the Clown Pirate can detach his own dick and balls and make them fly around? And beyond that, would you like to read my fan fiction where he chases Sonic the Hedgehog with his dick and balls? And if Sonic slows down at all, he gets it right up the butt?
Can I buy that instead of this ticket to Minions?
Yeah, I printed off 10,000 of them. Here you go.
Hell yes. Bye! I'm gonna go jerk off!
If you flip through the corner of the pages, it demonstrates what happens if Sonic stops.
It's like a flip book.
Why is it sticky?
Well, hey, listen, I gotta test the merchandise.
Fucking Christ.
I at work have started doing a bit.
Oh no.
Where if I find myself standing next to another employee with no one around and we got nothing to do, I will go. So have I told you about my Sonic fan fiction yet? And if they respond, I'm like, yeah, so in chapter 1, Sonic and Tails realize that the Chaos Emerald is powered by love.
Oh my god. It was love the whole time.
Yeah. And then the chapter 2 is Knuckles and Shadow realizing their emerald is powered by hate.
Do you ever think that Tails uses his tails as like a whip type action?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, only
100%.
one of them is real.
What?
What?
You can't just say that.
Is this like actual Sonic lore?
No.
Oh.
It was a joke about them being butt plug tails.
Oh.
You know,
but they're real in the lore. Yeah, I forget that I have Sonic power on this podcast, so I can't just say stuff like that.
I will believe anything you say.
Yeah, you can tell me anything, say it's canon in Sonic, and I'm gonna believe it.
Oh my god, now I have to make a game, and my classic guess which one is fake.
Real.
Because there's a lot of wacky, crazy Sonic shit.
You also know for a fact that someone out there manufactures and sells Tails butt plugs, where it's like his two tails. Like,
oh yeah,
I know they're out there.
Yeah. Crazy random, since we're talking about weird stuff in my relationship with Sonic, that sounded bad.
That's a fanfic.
I once dated a girl. It was like for a week. This was like in middle school.
Nice.
But she broke up with me, and her reason that she gave me was that she was more in love with the character Shadow the Hedgehog.
Fucking Christ.
And I thank God, me in that moment was like, I think the response was just like, okay, but I was mature enough to be like, it's not me. She's insane.
Here's the thing, too.
God.
The Shadow the Hedgehog GameCube game came out in 2005. So when you're in middle school, at that point, she's probably had a couple years to fall in love with him on that game.
And he says, damn it, in that game.
No way.
He goes, damn it, whenever you die.
He also uses a gun. I love.
He is the gun.
Shadow has a gun and he's killing real humans in this game.
It's a fun game.
I
You
remember
can be good or evil.
Yeah, you get to choose your like progression path. Like, that's awesome.
It was weird as fuck, but actually pretty fun.
Honestly, pretty good.
I've
That and like
played a
Sonic
total-
DX, solid games.
I've played a total of one Sonic game in my whole life, and I've only played the first few levels because I constantly get frustrated that in a game where the main character's whole thing is I want to go fast, I constantly have to slow down so I don't die.
You know what I'm about to say?
Yes, say it.
Get good.
Yep.
Fair enough.
No, but what Sonic game? It depends on the Sonic game.
I think it's like Sonic 2, whichever one.
Oh, like the 2D scrolling shit?
Yeah, like 2D scrolling
those are
shit.
good, but if you wanted the full speed experience, in actuality, you got to do some of the 3D Sonics. Those do the shit where they don't slow you down as much.
Yeah, like if you could find a way to play Sonic DX, that's a good Sonic.
I probably will try it eventually. I'll probably attempt to play another 3D Sonic game.
You should play Sonic 06.
What's the one that's on? Is it Sonic Origins? Is that the one that's out on like
on like Steam right and stuff?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man.
No, what am I thinking? It's like Sonic.
I just love Sonic.
Just a big Sonic fan.
It's like Sonic, but Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
that one is weird, apparently. But
I
don't know.
Sonic Frontiers. That's what it is. Yeah. I watched the Game Grumps play that, and it seemed so wild that it almost made me want to buy it so I could experience it.
Here's my gripe with that. Sonic has notably several times just been a talking hedgehog in a world full of humans. So that's not the weird part here. But like, just because you're making a platformer character or side scroller or any kind of like originally 2D character come into 3D in a Breath of the Wild style game does not mean the aesthetic needs to completely copy Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you were going to be like, it's not just Breath of the Wild. And I was about to be like, Cordell, it is really just Breath of the Wild. But
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is like, you cannot just completely wholesale have the exact same aesthetic and vibe. Like, make it feel like Sonic. Like make it the rolling hills and they're war torn and destroyed. Like you could have easily kept the Sonic feeling while making it open world and having all the same mechanics.
There is a free one that one guy made that's basically just like Green Hill Zone as an open world thing, and it's probably better than Frontiers.
Yeah.
Because that one I have played, and it is fun.
I'm Googling to see if it's on Game Pass, because if it is, I will.
That's the thing. I would try it if it was on Game Pass.
No, it's not on Game Pass. Damn it. Well, we've been sitting here chit-chatting and doing fun stuff this whole time. I want to do a segment, and that segment is Welcome to Caleb uses what he almost got a degree for. That's right. Welcome back to the Junk House Lounge, where we do this segment, which is obviously called Caleb finally uses the thing that he almost got a college degree for. I think
that might actually be it.
I think that's it.
I think that's close enough. Where I bring Cordell and Sammy into this play space
I'm Cordell, with me, those people. And I'm Sammy.
And we act out a scene that I thought would be very funny, but I refused to write it, so we're gonna improvise it instead.
What's fun is we accidentally did this like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it didn't count.
Okay.
Because that was like a short scene. This one
and there was a bunch of
as long
pauses.
as,
Like, they were separate
this
scenes.
one, this is separate. This is one scene. Now this scene, last time we made it funny. This time we're dipping into the drama. Because this scene is Cordell and Samantha. If you will, please, put on your theatrical mask, as you two will be playing a couple, but one of you, and you guys decide this and why, one of you wants to break up with the other one, and you're doing it over a very fancy French dinner. I will be playing your waiter who always interrupts the breaking up process at the exact wrong time, trying to get you to buy something.
What was our character names from the last one? Because we can just pretend like this is after the graduation.
This was the Carter, graduation. That was, of course, Carter and Connie.
Yeah.
Carter and Connie. Yeah.
Carter and Connie.
Okay, I need Connie to break up with Carter.
Oh, okay.
That tracks.
That feels right.
It's right after the graduation. We're getting dinner right after graduation, and we just decided that no, this isn't working out.
Are you sure? Or is this like this? Is this like the?
Is this years later?
This is like 2 years after. This is the 2-year anniversary of that graduation, where we always try and go watch another graduation ceremony and then go to dinner. And this is dinner after.
But to be fair, to just so you guys can have this as your character information, Eustace is still in prison for keeping.
Thank God.
Yeah. Eustace is in prison.
The public is safer.
I'm gonna be a French waiter at this French restaurant. And why are you breaking up? I want to know that way.
That'll come out in the scene.
Yeah, that'll be in the fiction.
That's gonna be improv on the spot.
Okay. That's fair. I'm looking up a list of French foods to try so I can mention them throughout the scene.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready? So I'll start.
Me.
I'll start it.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh my. Wait, I'm still warming up. I'm still warming up. The tip of the tongue.
You did become a real artist last time. So
whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot.
The weather is hot. We'll be together, whatever the weather.
Whether we like it or not. To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. A big black block. A short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. I'm ready.
Okay, now.
Okay, I didn't know that one, but that's.
I knew that one. I just didn't want to try and say it at the same time and make audio hell.
Audio hell would be a great band name.
It's not already.
So
is it?
I'll start. I'll start the scene. So that way we're all. Hold on. Now my dog's being a bitch. You guys keep doing stuff. Wilder.
It is not a band name.
That's our band name.
Trademark.
Get out of here. Okay, now I'm ready to start the scene. Hello, welcome to this fancy French restaurant. Would you guys like to try the wine tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Would you like a bottle of red or a bottle of white? I guess it all depends on the appetite. That is a Billy Joel reference. I'm sure you know this.
Yeah.
I think we'll just take a red.
Oh, I was thinking a white.
Great.
We'll go with Connie. We'll go with what Connie wants.
I'll just take a half bottle of each and put it in a pitcher together, just to make a blend.
Okay.
Okay,
it's called a pink wine.
You could just pour us our own cups.
That is too complicated. Please, just go about your business. I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you about the specials.
I'm not giving that man a tip.
Hey, I mean,
if this is how it's starting, like, listen, I know he needs tips to survive or whatever, but I'm not giving that man a tip.
yeah, he's been. But Carter, listen, we need to talk about something.
Is it about my excessive non-tipping?
A little bit,
Okay.
but it's more than that.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
Oh, listen, we got this specials tonight. We have the coq au vin. We have the steak tartare.
Oh,
Of course, we have the steak frites and the boeuf bourguignon. Now, which of any of those sound good? I also brought you the wine. So here is, I don't know. I don't like wine, but I know that some people like it cold. So here it is. I put some ice cubes in there for you guys, just to make sure that it stays nice and cold.
Are you
throughout your
serious?
meal. I'm
Why would
being
you-
very serious
Why would you put
right
ice
now.
cubes?
okay.
I'm a Frenchman, so I think I know the wine better than you.
Okay, great. I'll have the beef bourguignon. Thank you.
Okay, they said it wrong, but okay. Wait, and what would the madam like?
The beef tartare, whatever.
Oh, that's wonderful choice. All right. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay.
Is it possible to give him a negative tip?
If we could steal from him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pickpocket him on my way out of here. He sucks.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, and you might need to. I'm breaking up with you and kicking you out of the house.
Connie, why?
Oh,
Well,
here we are. I'm going to make sure that the wine is topped off. I want to make sure everyone is so happy. Anyone need more ice?
Yeah,
in
can I
their
have some more
wine
ice
tonight?
in my pink wine?
Absolutely. There you go. You haven't even taken a drink, monsieur. This is very weird.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Look. Drank the whole thing. More, please.
That's very good. You must really like the wine. Oh, I'm going to tell my boss that I'm doing such a good job with this. This is wonderful. Yes. Oh, here comes your food now. Here is the buff bourguignon. Oh, great choice. And the steak tartare. Now, I did not actually know what a steak tartare is, so I cooked a filet mignon, medium well, perfectly cooked. Did put some tartar sauce on the side for you, so it's nice and a little bit of a surf and turf, if you will.
Hey, will you just go eat a snail or something and give us a little bit of space, please?
You would like to order some escargot? Oh, oui, I'll be right back.
I hate Frenchmen. Anyway, what are you talking about, Connie?
Well, you're scaring the kids. Your addiction to
The
wine.
snails might be slow, but my service is quick. I stole this from another table, so that way I can make sure my favorite customers have it as soon as they want it. Here you go.
Was it just untouched because the French have terrible taste in food?
Yeah. Can you leave us alone?
Get the fuck out of my restaurant. I draw the line insulting the French. Get out.
No, I'm in the middle of getting dumped in your fancy restaurant, and I'm not leaving till it's done.
I have seen many of the karate movies and will kick your ass if you do not get out of my restaurant.
You know what? Bring it. Okay? Let's do it. Come on, Pierre. Bring it.
That is not my name. You did not even ask my name.
What's your name?
It is Pierre, but that's not the point.
Don't fight. Pierre's my new lover.
Take that,
Oh.
Pierre.
Oh, my French face.
Oh, man, some
my
of his mustache
beautiful
rubbed off
French
on
face.
me. That's gross. Were you drawing on your mustache?
All right, fine. My name is Tony, and I'm from the outskirts of St. Paul, Minnesota, but I needed this job, so you eat the food, shut the fuck up, and then you leave, and then I'm going to take home Connie, and I'm going to bang her brains out, okay?
Yeah.
Oh!
Another one.
That's right.
Oh!
That's high quality audio fights.
And
Scene.
And scene.
Look at us. That was.
Oh wait, I'm also Batman and Superman's mom.
Oh, you brought it back.
Oh, dang. So why was Connie leaving Carter? Didn't really get very far because
Yeah, it was gonna be Carter obviously drank that whole bottle of wine right in front of her, and that is just a symptom of his addiction, and it's been scaring the kids. It's gotten too far. He doesn't like to tip. He even negative tips. That's not the first time he's done a negative tip.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying Connie's an angel. She's addicted to cocaine, but like it's.
But she keeps that away from the kids.
It keeps it away from the kids. It's two different levels.
Yeah.
It's two different levels.
Yeah. It's two different levels.
I think you guys, you both did great. Samantha, your portrayal of Connie, as always, perfect. Cordell, I think you did pretty good.
Well, that sounds very confident.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna get you like a lead role on Broadway anytime soon. Like Samantha's was like perfect. Like,
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Like, I don't know if Wicked needs a new Elphaba, but like,
well, that's good. I mean, I could be Fiyero. I could be
there.
Fiyero. I mean,
I maybe would put you as a Munchkin. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway,
I'll tell you what.
I'm just saying, I've done accents on this show, and I'm really putting in the work. And what have you done? You've pretended to hit me.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for like what acting prowess, I mean, my Doc Brown from the future, where the reverse 9/11s was happening, legendary. I brought a lot of gravitas to that role. When I portrayed just like 20 minutes ago, when I portrayed the ticket taker at a movie theater who writes Buggy the Clown Pirate and Sonic fan fiction, I felt that was inspired.
All right, yeah, you can feel what you want.
I mean, hey, like, listen, I don't have to be here right now. Yeah, okay. That's it. Just
anyway. Do you guys have any notes for my character? Did you like the twist?
I love the twist ending of it being
M. Night
Tony.
Shyamalan twist. Yes.
I don't know. I thought it was derivative.
Too French.
Wow. Anyway, I have a whole list of French food, and I wanted to tell you guys that one of these is kind of terrifying to me, because it looks like the worst version of meatloaf you could think of.
The food or the artist?
The food. It's funny. Right after that is the worst version of the artist you can think of. Yes. So that works out. Yeah. God. Oh, no.
That's a top tier joke.
I
don't even know how to follow that up conversationally.
I don't think we can follow that up. I was going to talk about this French dish that looks like shit, but I'm switching away from that. I'm getting out of that because that joke was too good.
Yeah, we're gonna retire the French conversation and move into clearer waters. Like, I can't win.
Yeah. No, but in seriousness, outside of the bit, Cordell, you are a very good actor, and I've enjoyed everything I've seen you in.
Well,
so
thank you very much, Caleb. You are also very talented.
Absolutely.
You're very creative, and your Frenchman was hilarious.
And he wasn't too French. I was lying.
And he wasn't derivative either.
Well, thank you. That bit, because last time the bit or the thing that inspired the pomp and circumstance is I went to my father-in-law, got his master's degree, so we went to his graduation, and they played pomp and circumstance, and I leaned over to Olivia and said, what if there was just this old guy that really fucking loved pomp and circumstance and got pissed off every time he heard somebody talk during it? And she thought that was not funny, so I had to prove to her that it was.
It was funny. We proved it.
Funny. And we proved it was funny. This week I was watching the Stephen Colbert and Steve Carell sketch waiters who are nauseated by food, where it's two waiters who are trying to explain the specials and keep almost throwing up as they're trying to explain what's on the menu. And it's very funny. And I was like, what if this happened while somebody was actively trying to break up with their partner?
Yeah.
And that was the whole bit.
That's hilarious.
Also, I've had escargot before, and it's delightful.
Honestly, I would try it. I would try it.
I was on a Disney cruise with my family. Yeah, honestly, like I couldn't afford it. But one of the things that they had one night as one of the appetizer options, because if you've never been on a cruise, you have like fancy dinners occasionally where everybody picks their own thing, but you get 3 courses. You know, you get your appetizer,
Yeah.
your entree, your dessert. One thing I want to say, high praise to Disney for having a sugar-free option for every meal.
Aw,
So that was
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome as a type 1 diabetic. But one of them, it was a Beauty and the Beast themed restaurant. So it was a lot of French food, and they had escargot. And Daniel and I kind of like looked. Daniel, my brother, who's a lot cooler than me, both kind of look at each other, and we were like, "I'll get it if you get it," and had kind of that moment. Then we both got it, and it was really good. Really good.
It was like this one time I was in France, and I
Brag.
I was in the Normandy area, you know, I'm pretty braggy. But I was at a restaurant, and I was like, you know what? I'm by the water. I'm gonna try the mussels. And it was just a bucket of like boiled mussels. And they had the perfect brininess to them. Like, and that was the whole meal, was mussels and maybe some fries. Just crack it open, scoop that out with a spoon, eat that bad boy. I really enjoyed that meal.
You may enjoy oysters, honestly.
I feel like I would.
Sometime the 3 of us need to all, and you know, whoever else wants to join in our friend group, need to all go to New Orleans together so we can try oysters together.
Yeah.
They are expensive. But they're very good.
One of my biggest dreams in this world is to become financially stable enough that I can eat as much expensive seafood as I want. I do not want to splurge on many things in this world, but seafood is by far my most expensive taste.
Same.
And I would go hard on seafood like 3-4 times a week if I were wealthy.
Two ways to know you made it. That seafood thing, being able to buy a bidet for all your friends.
Yeah, I'm still bending over in the shower.
I was actually wondering about that the other day. I was like, has Cordell buckled and bought the bidet yet?
Don't have a bidet yet.
Cordell will not buckle and buy the bidet, so he bends over in the shower. That's the next theater tongue twister. Cordell won't buckle and buy a bidet, so he bends in the shower.
To earn money for the bidet.
Cordell started an OnlyFans. Check it out at this link.
Gosh. Well, we've really talked about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
We started with food and we ended with French waiters.
Well, we ended with food, which is kind of crazy.
We ended with end with food and bidet butt blasting. Which, you know, one leads to the other.
Yeah.
So bidets.
And if you want something that will not only lead you to the pleasure that is equal to food, but is also equal to a bidet butt blasting, it is our opening and closing theme song. It is Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat off the album Smoke 'Em. If you got 'em.
Smoke 'em.
If you got 'em. I was hanging out with Carson a little bit last night, and he kept on making some banger, like, of those transitions to Reverend Horton Heat. So shout out Carson for some bangers. Be like, oh, we got to run over here in Fortnite. He was like, you know what else? You know who else is going to run over here? The Reverend Horton Heat. But also, if you want to reference the Reverend Horton Heat in reviews on iTunes and Spotify, we would love if you did that. If you also wanted to comment those on TikTok or Twitter, you could do that at Junkhouse Pod. at both locations.
Oh, snap. If you would like to send us an email, you know, emails like letters, but on the computer. If you want to send us some, you can do that at junkhousemailobox@gmail.com. If you send us an email, an electronic mail, you get an electronic ghost.
This week's ghost, Karl Marx.
I gotta send in an email. I want to talk to that guy. He seems interesting.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I love the ghost of Karl Marx, but they've never read his ghost books.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I love him. I'm just saying I want to talk to him.
I just, I feel like
I gotta meet him before I love him, you know?
I understand his ghost ideas, but I refuse to read his ghost literature.
Yeah.
Watching Caleb get angry as I make this.
His ghost literature is incredible. And really, I highly suggest everyone read the Communist Manifesto. But I don't suggest you buy it and support a capitalist system. Go to your nearest bookstore and steal a copy. Anyway.
Also, remember in a couple weeks, I just wanted to remind everybody about the Friday the 13th, 69.
The most powerful episode.
We're going to keep telling you to send us in some audio files, some TikToks, just send us some stories, some fun stuff so we can celebrate it in the most powerful way that deserves it.
Send us your best 69 stories that you have.
Could be spooky.
We'll read them.
Could be sexy 69. Could be spooky 69.
It could just be SCP number 69. We'll read it.
That, you know what? That's an idea because that's spooky as well.
What is SCP-69?
If you were ever in a 69 and looked up and saw two ghosts also 69ing in the same room, I need to hear about that.
You might be Dan Aykroyd.
It's a psychobilly freakout!